Math tests, going to school. I hate it all! Okay, fine. All jokes aside, school is pretty important. It determines your future and your interests at times. But all of that is over for me. I have been scarred for life because of second grade. So, school, of course, is a place where you learn new things. I don't think it's a popular opinion to like school. I mean, I know my sister does like school, but, like 99.9% of the population doesn't. So, live life the way you want it, sis. Now, second grade isn't that bad, you may be saying, but let me tell you, it sucked for me. And now, I'm gonna gain money from that sad, scary, and actiony moments of my second grade life. One of my fondest memories was sitting in class, waiting for it to end. Okay, fine. I was a kid with a very short attention span, okay? Don't judge me. So after a while of just daydreaming about random stuff, from horse people to alligator legs, we hear the bell finally ringing. Literally everyone's face just lights up. I'm not even kidding. And obviously the people that like school, their face just turns into a smiling mess. I'm not even kidding. Everyone just starts smiling. Even the teacher sometimes. She usually tells us not to hate school and to actually give it a chance. So one of those particular days where everyone just smiles when the bell was heard, I had a very smart and evil idea, okay? I looked everywhere around the classroom and I saw soap. Soap equals prank. That was my mindset at that point of time. So my plan was to get some soap, squirt it on the doorknob, and when someone touches the doorknob, they will go. Okay, fine. Spoiler alert, they didn't react that way. But I hope they did. And my little kid second grade brain thought that would be the reaction, and I did it just to see that hope reaction, even though they didn't end up doing that reaction. Why couldn't they just scream like a little 2-year-old girl? So when actual classmates held the doorknob, they were pretty pissed, but I was just kind of laughing there. I hate you so much. You're the worst friend. I'm never ever gonna pay any attention to you ever. You're the worst. No one likes you. You should just run away to China. 2 more times of that exact same scenario happening, I left the school and headed home. But little did I know, I did not clean the soap up. And when my teacher was leaving the classroom, she got tricked. So that's the story on how I got my first ever green slip. For those who don't know, which is probably a majority of the people watching, green slips are like punishment papers that they give to you when you do something wrong. 8 of them will get you kicked out of the school. But wait, there's still 70% of the video left. And that is why that wasn't the only factor I got a green slip. There's still more adding factors, and we're gonna get to that around the last
20%
of the video. But still stick around, because I promise you, this next story is gonna blow your socks off. Literally. This next story takes place in lunch, the best period in school. I was finished with my lunch and I went outside to play some tag, running around tapping each other. Pretty basic kid stuff. When we were playing near this kind of bathroom knocked into the wall, had a men and women area. It separates into 2 parts and there's like the school mascot picture. It was very fun for me. We were playing near there when one of my teammates, who wasn't the it, he saw a giant cockroach. And like any other kid, we ran away as fast as possible. Just kidding. We were not that smart. Someone poked it with their hand, and let me just say it. Why would you poke a flying, disgusting cockroach with your hand? You messed up, kid, the cockroach says in an eerie voice. Then, guess what happens? You guessed it. It just flew at us. We all booked it. I was running away. And I did something kind of cool. There's people in the circle kind of holding hands. I don't know why. Honestly, I still haven't figured that out. And I just like slid under them. Like Temple Run kind of slid. It was so cool. It's like running away from an explosion and just like walking out slowly. That kind of cool. It was insane. But in all honesty, I don't think walking away from an explosion is healthy for you. I agree with these guys.
Oh my god, how do they walk away in movies without flinching when it explodes behind them? There's no way!
I don't think an action movie describes that scenario. I think a horror movie describes that scenario. Dude, that expression on her face is priceless. Speaking of walking slowly away from explosions and horror movie murder scenes, I think I've been in an action movie before. So one day in school, us kids were talking about which was the better game, Roblox or Minecraft. I liked Roblox at that time. I thought it was the better game, so I voted for Roblox. A lot of kids agreed with me, but equally amount of kids also disagreed. They really liked Minecraft at that point, and what turned into a daily mockery slash joke slash kind of picking on each other turned into some kind of rough play war drama. Every day at lunch or recess, we would go outside and we would just like chase each other. Some people even tried to punch me. They were punching each other. I didn't get involved. I was just running away from people trying to punch me. Their fists were in the air and I was just like, man, why would you do this? It was really horrifying because I got punched multiple times. It hurt a lot. I got hurt many times. There was even this one time one of my closest friends betrayed me. My close friend at that time, let's just call him Chris. Me and Chris didn't want to get into the fights anymore. We both agreed that it was not worth our time and we would just play normal games with the other kids who stayed out of it. So there was this one time I was eating in the cafeteria and he was like, "Hey, Kai, meet me in the center of the school later. There's something we have to talk about." Remember, when someone says they're gonna talk to you, it means something bad. It's either you're in trouble with your parents or you're gonna get murdered. Like, if a stranger goes up to you in the streets at night and says, "Hey, let's go talk," it means you're gonna get killed. So remember, kids, if someone tells you they're gonna talk to you and it's someone you don't know, run away the opposite direction immediately. But then when I did meet him in the middle of the school, he was with the leader of the Roblox team. The leader said, well, if it wasn't little Kai, you ditched us thinking that we could do it on our own. We need you. So, come join us or, well, we'll be picking on you for the rest of the year. I was at a loss for words. I was so surprised that my friend betrayed me. This definition, by the way, of betrayed was basically both of us didn't want to be included anymore. I think the leader somehow tricked my friend into trying to tell me to come back. He told me multiple times that I was his second in command. I guess he really wanted me back because I'm that great. I refused that offer and I never talked to Chris ever again. I was getting stalked in the library. I was a bookworm kid and I was just reading in the library most of the time. I would just see people hiding behind bookshelves in the corner of my eyes. I was really sad that time and I couldn't really focus in class after that. But after like 4 years actually, I learned that you shouldn't play rough. Games are supposed to be fun and you shouldn't abuse them. Sometimes people have different definitions of fun. Some people like rough, some people like calm games. Hey, thank you for watching the video. This took longer than I hoped it would be since I had a lot of schoolwork. Like, this relates to what I said in the video. School may be boring and not so fun at times, but it's really important because it determines your future. You need school in order to become a successful person. Without school, you'll be living in the trash can, alone, sad, and covered in poop. I also just wanted to mention, throughout the video, there's some string of text in base 13. You need to pause the video at those specific times, take a picture of it, and put it in a website deciphering base 13, and you will find out what my next video is. I hope you will find it. No one commented, please. I want everyone to have fun. And if you don't want to do it, then just enjoy the 8-minute video I took 3 weeks on. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you on my next video.